Here is another exercise to try out. Write an NS chart to accept the quantity of lemons the customer buys and display the cost for the transaction if each lemon costs 25 rupees. So basically, the amount or the cost of the item, which is lemon, is already provided. So we don't need to ask the user for that. Only thing is we need to know how much quantity we are going to accept, right? So let's go ahead and see this. Before we see, take some time and see whether you can try this out, okay, and check. Right, let's get going. This is the solution I have come up with. So as from our previous NSChat dry runs, we know whenever there is a show, we need a screen to be there for us to display that. And whenever there is a get statement, this is a variable, so we need a box for the variable. And remember, the variable and this part, the program or the NSChat code, generally once this is converted to an actual computer program, you will not see this. This is happening inside, and this is also a part inside the computer. So the only visual thing or the visible thing to the user is the screen. Screen is what he is going to see. So we are just putting this just to make sure that we can follow through this and do this one by one and understand exactly how these work. But these two parts are not going to be visible to the actual user. This is the only thing that is going to be available to the user. So anything you think that user has to see, we have to put it onto the screen. Then only the user will see it. So let's start this dry run. So we are trying to do accept the quantity of lemon a particular customer bought, and then we are going to give the total price because each lemon we know is 25 rupees. So we multiply by that and we. So let's dry run through this and start. Nothing happens. It's just beginning of the NS chart. Then show. So this, since this is a show statement, whatever that is within double quotes gets displayed. So when this comes onto the screen only, the user is aware that okay, he is supposed to enter a value. But after executing this statement, it will go to the next statement, which is a get. So when the get statement executes, it's waiting here for the user to type something and press return. So whatever he types and press return will be accepted by this variable, which we have already created here, called lemon. Whatever the name you are given for the variable is here. Okay. So let's give 12 for instance and press enter. The moment you press enter, that value will be taken by lemon QTY variable, which is this variable, and that becomes 12. So then we go to the next line, which is to say show bill amount is. So that will be displayed because it's a show statement and double quotes is there to show what text has to be displayed. So exact text is displayed by that. Then you go to the next line where this says lemon quantity QTY into 25. So lemon quantity, since there are no double quotes, this is a variable. So it's not referring to the word lemon quantity, it's referring to the variable lemon quantity, because there is no double quotes. So what we have to take is, in place of lemon quantity, we have to put whatever there is in the lemon quantity here, which is 12. So this is show 12 into 25. So the display, since this is a show statement, it will appear on the screen. 25 into 12 as 300. Okay, it calculates. And then it goes to the next line, and we are at the end of it. So that. Okay, let's do another dry run with the same NS chart with a different value for lemon quantity. So once again, we have the same exact NS chart. So let's to do a show, we need a screen, and for the variable acceptance, we need the variable lemon quantity that is here. So let's start off. We start with the NS chart, then go to the next line. Whatever within double quotes prints exactly because of the show statement. So from this statement, you get this text printed here on the screen. So remember again, this is the only part the user is going to see. These and these are not inside the computer and not available for user to visually see at the actual runtime. Okay, so this is only what's happening inside. So for us to go through and understand only, we have written this down here. Okay, remember. So after printing this message, now it has to take the number. So when it says how many lemons, obviously the user is going to respond with some value. So now that value has to be taken by something. Now that is why we have the next statement called getLem. So when it hits that only the computer is waiting for this particular variable. So whatever you type here and press enter will be taken by that variable. So let's type 3 this time and press enter. It will come on to the lemon quantity. Okay, then you go to the next line, which is saying show bill amount is. So therefore it will put the message, this exact message, bill amount is. And then you go to the next line, and the next line says show lemon quantity multiplied by 25. Remember, this star is multiplication in computer environment. Okay, so lemon quantity, since that is not within double quotes, it's considered as a variable, and when you consider as a variable, the variable is there. If you give a name that is not here, then there will be a problem, but this is the same name as the variable we have in our NSChart dry. So we have already accepted a value into that. So when you say lemon quantity into 25, the lemon quantity we have to replace with the exact value that is inside that, which is 3. So this is 3 into 25. So the 3 into 25, the result of that will be shown on the screen, 75. And then you go to the end of it. That brings us to the end of another exercise. I have done the same dry run again twice just to see different versions. Okay. If you have any questions, please put it in the group. That brings us to the end of this. Thank you very much.